I've been so blessed in my life to do many things. I've had many careers, but I've always said that the best job that I've ever had is being a mother.
This is a really, really difficult industry, and people lose themselves, and it's so easy to get confused, and it's so easy for you to get lost and just be so unhappy. And I've had moments where I just felt like it was too much, you know? It's not like I haven't been through it, but I am always able to get back to myself because of you and because of the profound woman that you are. It's because of you. It's because of you. It's because of you.
All right, y'all, we seriously need to talk because it looks like Mama Tina has finally hit her limit with Jay-Z, and honestly, it was only a matter of time. Now, here's the tea. A new woman named Leticia just popped out of the shadows claiming that Jay-Z is her real daddy, and baby, she didn't just come with stories, she came with a whole DNA test from Ancestry talking about it's got a 99% match. She said she's kept quiet for 28 years, but now she's done hiding. She even opened up about how she grew up watching her mom battle multiple sclerosis, working 2 jobs, raising kids, and all the while, Leticia knew who her father was. That alone would be a lot. But remember, this ain't even the first time Jay's been caught up in paternity drama. Folks are still watching what's going on with Rymir, the guy who's been saying for years that Jay is his dad too. That case just got revived by a judge pushing for DNA, so now you've got 2 separate people calling this man out for the same thing at the same time. And guess who's watching all this go down with flashbacks of her own mess? Tina Knowles. She's been here before, dealing with her ex-husband Matthew having not 1 but 2 love children behind her back. First with Alexandra Wright, then again with another woman a year later, and both times she was forced to find out after the fact. That man wasn't paying support, Tina was dragged into the headlines, and the whole thing left scars that haven't fully healed. So yeah, seeing Jay allegedly repeat the same exact pattern with her daughter Beyoncé, that hit a nerve, because now it's not just about Beyoncé being humiliated again, it's about Tina having to watch her daughter go through the same pain she once did. And Tina, she's not about to sit back quietly this time. And girl, when Mama Tina steps in, you already know it's serious. Let's be real, she has seen this movie before. Back when she was married to Matthew Knowles, he cheated. Not once, but twice. And not just regular cheating, he had 2 outside babies with 2 different women. The first was with Alexandra Wright, and not only did Alexandra end up pregnant, but she also had to drag Matthew to court for child support because he refused to pay. She later wrote Tina an open letter apologizing for everything, saying she regretted the pain she caused and had nothing but respect for Beyoncé and Solange. Tina actually took Matthew back after the first time. They tried to work it out, but not long after, he did it again with another woman. 2 kids outside the marriage in 2 years. That was it for Tina. She filed for divorce and walked away. So imagine being her right now, watching her daughter go through this mess, knowing Jay-Z's out here in the headlines with 2 alleged love children of his own. Leticia's story drops, then Rymir's case pops back up. It's like deja vu, but this time it's Beyoncé. And Tina's not about to sit quietly and let her daughter live through what she barely survived. Sources say Tina is furious behind closed doors. She feels like Jay's been dragging Beyoncé through one embarrassment after another, and at this point, she's had enough. She's in full-on protective mama mode, and she's letting Jay know she's not going to let history repeat itself. Not on her watch. And y'all already know when Tina flips that switch from classy to I'm done being nice, somebody's getting dragged. Now don't forget, Leticia ain't the first person to claim Jay-Z as their daddy. Rymir Satterthwaite has been saying this for years. He's been fighting a legal battle that just won't go away, and recently a judge finally ordered Jay-Z to take a DNA test. So you'd think he'd just take the test and shut it all down, right? But Jay-Z's legal team hit the brakes and pulled out every excuse in the book. They're saying the court papers weren't served properly and they need more time. They even claim Jay didn't find out about the case until a whole month after it was filed. And while all that's going on, they're also painting Rymir as obsessed. Jay's team says he's been harassing them for years and that the courts have already shut the case down before. But let's be honest, if this was all just noise, why is the judge asking for the test now? Because listen, if this was just about denying one kid, that's one thing. But people are starting to wonder if Jay's real fear isn't just about Rymir, but what else a DNA test might dig up. Yeah, it's getting deep. See, once you put your DNA into the system, it doesn't just sit there and go quiet. It opens doors. It connects to other records. It can be flagged in other cases, especially if there are legal things from back in the day that haven't been fully resolved. And y'all, the whispers say that Jay might have some old skeletons that could come back to haunt him if the wrong people get access to his DNA. Not just baby mama drama, we're talking about deeper legal stuff that could cause a whole mess if it got exposed now, especially with how high profile he is. Some folks believe he's been ducking this paternity case for nearly a whole decade for a reason. Like, this ain't just a rich man being stubborn, this might be a full-on strategy. Court records have shown he's dodged court dates, refused DNA testing, and allegedly used legal loopholes to keep this thing buried. And the crazy part, Rymir and his team have tried everything. They went to court, they filed motions, they showed receipts, and Jay-Z's team just keeps playing dodgeball with the truth. Now, why else would you go through all that trouble just to not take a swab test? It doesn't add up unless there's more at stake. And now the streets are saying Jay might be worried that once that DNA is logged, it could connect him to more people or more cases. But while he's out here avoiding test kits like they contagious, he might have already been cutting deals behind the scenes.
There are no shortcuts, but to treat people the way you want to be treated.
So now we got to talk about Rymir's mother, because according to court documents and people close to the situation, there's some heavy tea here. Word is Jay-Z may have allegedly paid Letitia off. Like, not pocket change, we're talking about a whole $1,700,000 0 cents mansion. Now look, rich people buy gifts all the time, but this screams hush money. Allegedly, after Rymir's mom started pushing harder for a paternity test, Jay's camp stepped in and made an offer. Take the house, sign this NDA, and stop talking. But as we all know, NDAs don't last forever. And silence only works until someone's tired of being ignored, and that's exactly what happened here. Once her mom passed away, Rymir picked up the fight, and he's been loud about it. He's been calling out the court system, Jay's team, and even talking to the media to get his side of the story out. Because folks close to the situation, people who claim to have known Jay-Z back in the day, are saying Letitia and Rymir might not be the only ones. Like, there might be more children out there, and some of them might be getting ready to step up too. These aren't just wild fan theories either. There have been anonymous tips, folks digging up old photos, and even social media accounts popping up with people saying, I think he might be my dad too. So now what started as one paternity claim is turning into a whole potential pattern. And that's where Mama Tina draws the line. She's not about to let Beyonce's name get dragged through this circus. This ain't just embarrassing, it's a threat to the whole image they've built. Tina's a mother first, and this is starting to feel like Jay's past might blow up everything. The more stories come out, the harder it gets for Bey to keep that perfect family picture going. And Tina? She's ready to call it out if nobody else will. This is why people are saying she's fed up. She's tired of covering for this man while the drama keeps unfolding and her daughter stays silent in public. And girl, speaking of Beyonce, let's talk about how she's been moving in all this.
Nobody's talking about the fact that he is currently suing his first biological son to quiet him and put a gag order on him. Why would he be doing that?
Now let's talk about Beyoncé. Because yeah, while Jay-Z's name is in the headlines, people are starting to ask, where's B in all of this mess? Is she just sitting back? Is she protecting him? Or is she done cleaning up his drama? Now here's the thing. There's been quiet whispers for years that Beyoncé allegedly helped keep Rymir's story out of the spotlight. Some folks believe she may have convinced Jay-Z not to acknowledge Rymir, just to keep their power couple image looking squeaky clean. And honestly, it's not a stretch. That brand, it's worth billions. One scandal like this could throw the whole thing off balance. Some insiders think Beyoncé isn't as involved now because it's not her battle to fight, but others say she's still trying to protect the empire. Either way, this mess is getting harder and harder to hide. And that's where Mama Tina allegedly steps in, cause let's be real, Tina Knowles doesn't play when it comes to her daughters. She built Beyoncé's career brick by brick, and she's not about to let Jay's drama wreck that legacy. Word on the street is, Tina's been the one behind closed doors pressuring Jay to finally face this situation. She's tired. She's seen this story before. She's not about to let history repeat itself with her daughter's marriage. So some folks think she's the real force pushing Jay to either own up or shut it down for good. And if that's true, it kind of makes sense why Beyoncé's been quiet. Maybe she's letting her mama handle it this time, because Tina's got the experience, the backbone, and the receipts to handle shady baby mama drama better than most. Because at the end of the day, Tina knows what it's like to be the one picking up the pieces, and she's not doing it twice. Alright, now it's your turn to sound off. Do you think Jay-Z really has more secret kids out there just waiting to come forward? Should Tina go public with what she knows? Or keep letting Jay handle his own drama? And where does Beyoncé fit into all this? Should she finally step in, or is she smart for letting her mama take the lead? Drop your thoughts in the comments because you know we read everything. And while you're here, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when this story takes another wild turn.